Well, it is all over Congo. Bafana 1, Congo Brazzaville 1. Pointing after an exciting game, which was very much intense and physically. Mina ilamika Maswaniso Sizo wakomnikati Sibongo, and this is my views, my expressions. Mamuthi uyaqala ukusjoyina, please do subscribe, share nabanye ukuze bazobona ukuthi kwenzakalani on my views. Namhlanje besibuka igame yeBafana versus Congo Brazzaville. Congo Brazzaville versus Bafana because it was their home game. Bafana was away. AFCON qualifiers. We're now sitting at 8 points, and we've got Uganda in front of us with 10 points. We're still away from qualifying. Namhlanje would have meant that we are qualified. But I'm not the only one who's going to do the talking. As you all know, I'm having a coach. Mbela. Working. How's it? Shaka suit. Working.
I don't better.
I'm just dealer. Don't even know what I'm saying. Otherwise,
I'm great. But
I show from Pretoria, from Polokwane, even overseas. Botswana, UK. So we must get used to speaking these languages, you know. Dimatekwana. Exactly.
Even Doribua.
Okay, Doribua, yeah, Asubuwe. So beautiful game tonight that we witnessed. Bafana playing Congo Brazzaville. 1-1 score. How did you make of the game?
Yeah, man. Firstly, weather conditions. Weather conditions. Now I'm trying to understand what influenced the game to pan out the way it was.
Weather condition?
Yes.
Was it raining?
No, it was hot. No, there
was no water break.
Yes.
Then
but still it was hot there. You could see that it was hot. It was hot. It was very hot then. In first half, first 15 minutes, there was no rhythm at all from both teams.
Sure.
No rhythm. After 15 minutes, and then South Africa started to have a rhythm.
Yeah.
Zwane started to do his things, and then we started to combine. Because first half, especially first 15 minutes, we were trying to build from the back, and then there were a lot of transitions, especially in the middle of the park.
Sure.
And then, but both teams, they were getting half chances, but there was really nothing. There was nothing. No one that was on the ball. There were no 5 passes, no combination, nothing. The ball was always out. It was always throw-ins. And then second 15 minutes, and then now South Africa started to be a little bit more dominant on the ball. Started combining, but still we were not playing. We were not building up from the back. We started by going route one, but we were losing a lot of balls in the midfield, and then in the second stance of second 15 minutes, and then we started building from the back, and then that's where because when the game started, both teams were doing mid block, so they were not pressing high, they were doing mid block, so they were starting to mark when the ball is just advanced from that defensive third, and then but Congo Brazzaville got a momentum towards Rowan Williams, and then Rowan Williams ended up making more mistakes. After that, they were pressing high till around 38 minutes, and then after that, the game started to shift. The momentum started to shift, and then the crowd started to cheer up Congo Brazzaville, and then sure. After that there were a lot of verticality, especially in the middle of the park, and then the Congo Brazzaville started to attack to find their wingers that they were attacking the number 7 and the number 11, and then they started getting those balls and getting those crosses, sure. which was the first real shot on target for Williams, which resulted to a corner kick. And then after that, the game swayed around towards 48 minutes towards Zwane. When Zwane got injured, after that, the game just completely because we were just off. We couldn't even combine 2-3 passes. After that, when Congo was getting the ball from the midfield, they were just making those verticalities and trying to get. And then after that, they got a goal which was offside. Even though they started going on the right, they totally defended well. Then they came on the left, and then Kekana was short on the speed. And then they come back immediately, maybe 1 minute later. After that, that's how they got the goal, because we slept. Okay, we got the goal tonight around 15, around after 15 minutes or something. We got a goal.
You got the goal around 33 minutes.
33, yes, okay, we got a goal
But
first.
here's something that you are touching. Because you are touching in the Baga Kamshishi. You are saying Upuma Kamshishi destabilized the team. Is that your view?
Yeah, no, it did. You know, Umshishi was coming, especially from 15 to 30 minutes, was coming in the midfield to collect the balls and then starting to combine, because sometimes Williams was kicking the ball, trying to find Umshishi, and then Umshishi will go on the side of Apolis and do combinations.
Sure.
And go on the other side of Umkwana, but he was mostly drifted on the left, because we always overload on the left with Umotiba, Apolisi, Umshishi, and then Ulukuzan, Umkwen. We always want to do those combinations, and then we go to the midfield, maybe a pass, and then we try to release Umkwana to get him a 1v1. Although we didn't do it much today, because the pitch was bumpy, so the ball was not sticking. The passes were not, there was no fluidity because of the pitch. The pitch is an artificial pitch. So it destabilized everything, because we didn't get the rhythm. Even Congo Brazzaville now didn't get the rhythm, because so we were only relying on second balls and the speed, second balls and the speed, second balls and the speed.
Sure.
Because even as we got the goal around 33 minutes, there we were just building from the back. And then our build-up attack, it was good, but we were building going outside, because whenever when we were building and then going to the midfield, there were always turnovers, and then we built going outside with Umotiba, trying to find Umkwana. And then good communication between them, because Mkwano could see that he pointed that, put the ball there on the space.
Sure.
And then after that, that's how we got the goal. And then after that, we had a lot of moments, and then a lot of corner kick, of which we didn't use them efficiently. But I also want to commend Umtao. For me, Umtao was the man of the match today, because the clearance on the line, but he was very tired. In fact, all the players, they were very tired. As I told you about the weather conditions, all the players, especially South African players, they were very tired, very, very tired today.
Is it? But why then? Why, if that is the case, if you think it's because of the weather condition, humidity, like so why there was no water break given to them, so that there's a weird.
Remember, we are away. We are away.
But the water break is not about us.
No, but these people, you know, the home advantage. These people, they may have instructed the referee not to do. Yes, because they know that they're comfortable, they used to environment, and they know that the people that will be suffering, it's us. So those things, they happen in football. And then after it was second half. So last 5 minutes of the first half, Congo Brazzaville was high there, lot of energy, lot of enthusiasm, and the energy. Second half started with the same pace, because we went maybe 10 minutes without getting to the final third. We started to go the final third towards close to 60 minutes. And then after that, the nerves, they come down. And after that, we started playing. That's where we started to see Maswanganyi playing there. We started to combine. And then I knew that, okay, people like Otapelo, because we can't play. We can't play, but there is a space behind the defense. Then I knew that Otapelo, they were coming, and then Otapelo came, and then we tried, and then after that, after 75 minutes, we could see that, okay, now the coach wanted to just to close the game. They wanted to close the game, because you could see that there is nothing. The crowd was fueling them, but even them, they got a little bit tired. They put put it off the foot of the pedal. Then after that, it was just a scrappy game, nothing much.
Sure.
And then it ended like that.
Okay, no, I'm glad that you are starting this. Last game, Bafana winning of 5-0. There were talks. We should have introduced Maswanganyi there because we are also winning, rest Zwane and whatnot, and give Maswanganyi an opportunity to play. We came here, we spoke about the game. You said Maswanganyi is far from playing.
Yeah.
But today Maswanganyi came in and he played.
Come on, somebody. Because of an injury. He was not going to come near. He was not going to come. I'm telling you. He was not going to come. But you could see. Now, there was a difference between him and Zwane.
Come on.
There's a difference.
Okay, wait.
Serious.
Wait, okay. All right. It's an injury, we admit. But he came in, he played. He made an impact.
Yes.
He made those forward passes.
Yes, he made an impact.
What's the problem?
Yes, he made an impact. But man, your problem when you want to compare to him.
I'm not comparing them. The thing is, you said whether he is far away from
him,
but he played. And personally, I thought he played well. Mind you, the Maswanganyi did not even get an opportunity to warm up. He didn't warm up, and he gets in because obviously the first 5 minutes is bound to be scrappy because he's still cold. Then after that, I thought he played very well.
Yes, he played. I didn't say he didn't have a good game. You were making me like I said he was a flop of the ticket. No, he played. After 60 minutes, he got the rhythm of the game, and then we started playing. Because the problem why we're having the problem in the first half when Zwane went out. It's because Zwane was coming back to collect the ball, and also for the second balls, he was coming to the midfield to help Umkwena and to Opas, so that we get the ball, then we regain position, and then we try to find Urenas Nomkwan. But Maswanganyi, when he got in, he stayed there on the 10. And then these guys, they were having 4 players in the midfield, so they were always getting balls, doing 10 overs, because we only had 2. Who are passing in the midfield. So he lacked that. Maybe they talked to him as during halftime. Then he came back, and then he started to come back and collect the ball and started to make the moves and shift.
He came in the second half.
Right. Yes. But yes, second half, but the first 15 minutes from the second half we were under pressure. Under pressure. Then we started to play from the 68th minute.
Here's my issue with you. My issue with you, with Uti, I was on a Maswanganyi, then Bafana was flat.
For that 5 minutes, we didn't even attack.
I'm saying, Uti, Maswanganyi, he had a good game. Irrespective of Zwane. But I'm not saying let's debate this thing the whole time. We don't have enough time. But right now we move forward. We did not qualify. Had we won this game, we would have qualified. But Uganda is still up front, and then we got 8 points, and we still got Congo Brazzaville in 4 points. Already, South Sudan, they are out. So, do you think we are still going to qualify? Do you think we need to win a game? What do you? How do you see Bafana as far as qualifying is concerned? I don't know what the rival means. We have not qualified yet.
We will qualify.
If we lose the next 2 games and Congo Brazzaville win their next 2 games, they qualify. If we win one, we play draw, and Congo Brazzaville win both, they qualify.
We will never throw it home. We will win at home. And then we will salvage a draw. Remember, we haven't lost, Bob. We only lost, this year we only lost 1 game.
Of course.
That Mali game, we never lost a game during 90 minutes.
Except on penalties.
Here at home, we won't lose. We'll win by a big margin, and the stadium will be packed. I'm telling you this free of charge. We'll win. We're on a very good momentum. And then what I'm also happy about, since we're still having this momentum, is that after 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a half from now, we're going to be playing after 2 weeks and a half, because the FIFA break is coming on around 11. Around 11 of November, so we'll have 2 games there, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
What?
And then we'll qualify. What's important is that we qualify. That we are number 1 or number 2 for me doesn't matter, but I will qualify. But we need to beat it South Sudan, because we need to make the statement clear. We need to go there to the AFCON having confidence, knowing that we're able to beat all these people.
Well, let us wrap this one up. That FIFA break that you're talking about, I think it's now starting to become a problem. Gomanyama players, most especially those who do not get that international call-up. Because you look right now, if it wasn't for Black Label, which will start this coming Friday, many players would have not gotten an opportunity to play for about 15 days. So that is also very critical, because someone must say, it's like now you're starting afresh, and then while you're getting the momentum, another FIFA break if it's on November. But I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
Yeah, it's just that it's always like that. If you listen to the coaches, the whole world, they always complaining. They always complaining about the scheduling, and then the sponsors, they always making the games to be more. Mind you, even the AFL, they even cancelled the AFL this year because the fixture is so congested. There is no time. So it puts a pressure and the strain more on the players, because every 2-3 days you're playing,
Sure.
And then which also causes some injuries, because players, they don't have enough time to recover. Because think about it, if you're playing for a team, you are a key player. For example, let's say Wayne Williams, he will play all the games. Week in, week out. Going to the national team, he has to play week in, week out. You remember what happened after AFCON. Even Sundowns, they dropped. All the teams, they dropped after the AFCON, because there it was high intensity, and then there were a lot of games every 2-3 days, and then obviously the thing, it needs a prioritization, and then and the change of players and the rest and recover and all those things as regions. So it's a lot of work we have to do. We need the specialists there, the doctors, the misuse and all those biokinetics, all these people, so that they can try and manage the situation, the players, so that you can keep up with the games. Because if you don't, you will crash out.
Well, that's just about it. Let's wrap it up. Bafana 1, Congo Brazzaville 1. Uti Coach Umpela. We are simply going to qualify, and we're going to make a statement. When they come here at home, we're going to win without a doubt. I trust Bafana, but I am not sure. I'm not able to predict the future. I'm not sure what will happen.
Home advantage, Papa.
Be that as it may, this is my view, my expressions. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. From me, I'm going to go to Jamal ukube sekwazi ukusukumela ngabe nginikhombisa ke my skills, but we are out of here.